My crafty friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree, and I'm here to do a flip through of a little journal today. My little Chicken Little journal. So yes, this was made when I started the Junk No More with Maria collab, and so I had made the cover here out of a gift bag, and inside is junky junk journal papers, which I have now decorated and made into what I think came out pretty cute, so I'll show you. But here's the front with this. I've got the gift bag in the background. That's what this bluish color is. And then some music paper and the Chicken Little page. And you can see some sunflowers here. And there's one down here too that I added, little stickers. And then I have sewn around, you can see the yellow thread there, the bottom and the top of this. And you can see the calico fabric here on the spine. It's just a one signature journal. And then I've got a cute little coordinating tassel here with all these pretty fibers, and you've got some rickrack in there and different ribbons, and this eyelash trim and some little bit of sparkle in there. And then I've added, there's some lace there too, and this little charm here, which has an owl on it, so I figured that's our barn owl. Try to keep kind of with a farm garden type theme in here. And then there's a little old bronze vintage, or it could even be an antique key there. Very cool. Anyway, this is the back. Here's another sunflower here. And we've got a grosgrain sunflower ribbon closure. So it's one signature. And as we open up, I have that fabric on the inside of the front and back cover too. That's on the spine. So we're going to do a quick little flip through here, and then I'll show you the goodies that I'm including in an extra little goodie bag. But here I used a couple pieces of scrapbook paper in here that are farm related, so you see the different farm animals here. And on the edge I put one of my sewn together strips there that as a little decoration. On this side, sunflower pocket that is made actually with cardstock and with napkin covered over it, and I left the string on this strip here, so if you don't like the string you can cut it off, but I did leave the string. This is a tag I made from the little things that you get on a plant. This particular one came from the fresh market. It was an orchid. So I made it into a tag. I added some cardstock on the back and this little ribbon, and now it's a little tag in this journal. And this is from a magazine that I get in the mail from my insurance company. It had this pretty flower and bee on it. This is some notebook paper that I used to let something that I painted dry on, and it made this little frame that I liked. And I just added this little cluster here, which is actually a mini moo card with a fox and a sunflower on it. So cute. And so that is like a little cluster there in the corner, a little decoration. And then as we move on, was an envelope, junk mail envelope. And I like the security pattern here. And I made a little pocket up there with a flap and one of my scrappy journal cards there. That is sewn around. And this was a cut off from the scrapbook paper. So that's a page there with one of my little chick tags. Another junk mail envelope. This is a tie-back envelope. I like that it says first class mail here. And in the tie-back, of course, is very strong paper. Pocket here with a little yo-yo on it. And then here I've got one of my little golden book tags sewn around with little fabric pieces on the top there, backed with file folder, and an envelope that I decorated here with a couple pieces. And in here is a writing spot with lots of room to write, and a little decoration, little flower on the front of that. So when you see this video, of course, this will be in my shop. This is paper that I made from paint residue from one of my paint bottles that I finished up and poured it out into some water and dyed some papers with it. So that's one of them. Two junk mail envelopes here. This one I just cut off looks like probably the back. And so that's a piece there. And then this is another envelope where I made it into a pocket. You've got the flap and a couple pieces in here. Scrappy journaling card and this card opens up for its journaling spot. There's space on the back too, and it's got some farm animals on it. Super cute. So that is in there. The next page here is some paper that was wrapped around, let me get those in there, wrapped around a ream of paper at work, printer paper, you know, and I just like the colors and things, so I use that as a page. This is some vintage tickets that I have clipped on there. Pretty calendar page. This is a big envelope, or not a big envelope, this is an envelope, a photo envelope. So the other half has the pockets in the back. And this is the big flap that's, you know, goes over the front of it. So that's made a nice page there. Page from a Little Red Hen book. Another calendar page. In the middle is a security envelope. I have stars here that look like, they kind of remind me of like maybe a barn star that you would see decorating a barn. So I put those there on the strings, but on this side I have a pocket, and this is a pretty cluster that I put on here. Let me take this out. So there's a pretty cluster, and then this is a card that I decorated that you can write in or on or whatever. So that is in that pocket. And so this is the back half. This is one signature journal. Another pretty cluster right here with a sunflower tag. That's coffee dyed file folder there that it's backed with. A small calendar page is next. Let me get that in there. And then another page from Little Red Hen book. This is the pocket I was talking about, the photo pocket. So there's a divider here where originally there was negatives in here and the photos were in this back part. But these are two envelopes that I made from, if you saw my videos where I was using up some of my scraps, I made envelopes into journaling cards, and these are two of them. So these can be further decorated if you want, but this one does say, "You are very sweet," and then if you wanted to put a focal point, or you could even put a picture on here or something and write on the back, whatever you want to do. But these are in here, two of those journaling cards. And then a calendar page. This is one of my book page tags that has the, on the back is it's backed, it's like 2 or 3 layers of book page, so it feels like cardstock if you touch it. It feels thick. Plus it's got piano paper on the back, so it has something plain on the back that you can write on. It's piano roll paper. And then this is a pretty sticker, and I did messy stitching around it, so pretty tag there. The double envelopes here, that one with the pretty security envelope, and then in this pocket I have the flap open here so I could put bigger envelopes in this particular piece. And so here, both of these envelopes are made from wrapping paper and backed with file folder and sewn around. But aren't they cute? It's a cute little bow there. Interesting. Must have been using up some ribbon pieces. And then that one is pretty with that wrapping paper. Here's another one of my sewn together strips on the paper here. It's pink dyed paper. The back half of that Tyvek envelope, I've got a crochet flower there, and one of my serial number tags there. It's made with file folder. A seed envelope here. Get a pretty flower on the front. And so you can write on here, decorate it further, whatever you want to do. But in here is another wrapping paper journaling card, and it's sewn around. So there's quite a bit of sewing in here, or things that have been sewn on. One of the tags made from the sunflower napkin, backed with coffee dyed file folder, and a pretty flower with a little button on it there. So super cute. A cut off from scrapbook paper with a little papery piece here that you can have some fun with. Write on, use it in your collage, glue it down somewhere as a decoration, lots of things. And then this is the striped junk mail envelope here with the pocket on top, tuck up, and a popcorn tag that's made from a popcorn box. Little coin envelope that's decorated with some vegetables, you know, vegetable garden on the farm, and a little tiny Rolodex card that I had made a while ago. Super cute, I think. Adorable. And that is in that tuck up. And then I got this big yo-yo here at a thrift store and added this flower and button. And so that is on that page, that painty page. This is the magazine cover with the flower and the bee. And on here I added an original, there's no printables in here, but I'm just saying it was a set that I got at the thrift store. It came out of a book, and it's the original library pocket and card that came together. It looks like it was never written on, but it was, they were together. So I left them together and put them in here so you can decorate them. And then this is a little golden book journaling card. It's sewn around. It's got some little fabrics there at the top. And then the last page, I think, is next here. A couple little papery pieces of ephemera, little floral, super pretty, that can be used somewhere in here. And there you go. Oh, I got one more pocket back here. Almost forgot about big, both front and back cover have a big pocket. And in here I put, this is one of my other envelopes that I decorated with just ladybugs. I thought that was a fun thing to put in a farm journal. I live in the country and I get ladybugs like a certain time of year. The ladybugs, they're everywhere. So, but it doesn't matter where you live. You probably get ladybugs no matter where you live sometime during the year. And this is a little scrappy notebook too that you can either keep together and use, or take the little staples out and use all the individual little pieces of paper there. But some little pretty scrapbook papers there on that one. And it looked like I tried to pick one out that went where the colors went with this journal. So you got a nice big pocket there. And it's lined again with that grosgrain. Did I mention it on the front where the tie closure is sewn in? And I put some grosgrain ribbon there too on the inside of this, both sides, to make this nice and sturdy and strong. And the front too. It's got grosgrain ribbon here and here. So this is, when you pull on this and stuff, you don't have to worry about it tearing. And then the goodies that are coming with this. You've got a nice piece of wallpaper here that is from a wallpaper border. And let me go through these little bits, just some little, I pulled out a few fabric scraps that look like they coordinate and would go with the journal. So you've got a few pieces here that you can have some fun with. Make clusters or, tabs, tag toppers, whatever you want to do. But super pretty little fabrics. This one's from the spine and the inside of the covers. So that's little fabrics. These are little track cards with tracks on them. And so it's perforated here, so you can take these two apart or keep them together. But some nice little vintage cards there. I believe they're vintage. And I got them from a thrift store. And then a little message paper that you can write on. A little coin envelope. And this has butterflies and tabs in here. So I'm not going to take them all out, but just take my word for it. There's a bunch of butterflies in there that you can decorate. So here's one of them. And then little tabs, like here's a whale tail tab. So a couple of whale tail tabs and a couple of that are shaped like this. So I think those are fun. And I punched a bunch out here so I could include them. So I could use them and include them in my journals like this for you all. So that's in there. A couple little stickers here that I thought would be fun, little cupcake, and this little bird literally jumped out of my drawer, out of the package at me. So I said, oh, I guess you want to go in here, okay? Little blue bird and a little cupcake. And then these are, let's see, what is this? Oh, this was a cow. It's had a cow print on it. So I had to put this in here. I think it's a sticker. So if you get this journal, look at the back. You'll see a line here that looks like you can peel off and use this. So you'll see that when whoever gets this journal. And then these are, I like to make journaling cards out of my index cards. I just think they're so cute when you maybe cut them in half, cut a journaling card in half and around the corners, and then you can have some fun decorating on it, sewing on it, writing on it, whatever you want to do. But lots of options there on little journaling cards. And then these two I pulled out of my vintage, well, is it vintage? 2006? Yeah, it's overly vintage, 2006. No, wait, it's not vintage yet. It's not quite vintage yet. But this was my original. I didn't get this at a thrift store. It was mine, given to me as a gift in 2006. So it's my original scrapbook calendar. They call it a scrapbook calendar. It's what's called on the box. Anyway, these two I thought look farm related. This looks like a farmhouse. And the colors look like they would go with the journal. And then this is a little funky chicken here that I thought was so cute. So I had to put him in here, or her. Maybe it's a rooster, I don't know. But anyway, super cute little funky chicken there. So yeah, those goodies will come along with this journal. So I hope you enjoyed the finishing flip through of this journal. And like I said, it will be in my shop when this video is published. And so I'm on to my next project. And I will share that with you soon. So take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.